Oh, wow. Huh. And here I thought, but... What? Don't do that! You scared me! This is... Listen here. The only time I can read before I finish my homework at home during the day is during the 25 minutes after I finish my lunch and catch up on the affairs of the average student. And I can't afford for you to be intervening with that time. You had your chance, and now it's... Don't. It's a... Well, you see... I found it in Russell's room. Don't tell him I was snooping around in there or anything. I really don't need the headache. And it's not like it's my fault anyways. The rest of the house smells like lemony furniture cleaner, but his room is the one that gets the warm hug scent. How is that fair? I might ask the housekeeper what they use in there, but back to the point. Russell had this backwards book on his desk, this comic about this girl who draws comics, and this other girl who's really pretty and smart and also rich on top of that, and she becomes friends with her, and... Well, I just didn't consider it very proper reading material, that's all. I mean, comics? When he should be studying? His grades are abysmal. Sure, he might barely need to study to maintain that 3.5 grade average that father considers the bare minimum for any of his children, but I have a 3.9 with just a few extra hours of studying during the day and night, but oh, he thinks he can afford to just laze about looking at picture books? He left it open and everything. It's like, if he didn't want anyone to look at it, he should have closed it, and it was... Well, I don't want to speak of the profane images I saw. I'm no Puritan. I have no such problems with... No, that almost sounds worse than being a Puritan, but I'm aware such images are allowed to exist. I just don't know if he should be coexisting alongside them. Yes, that's exactly right. He shouldn't have these pages to begin with. They get dirty. But that just means I'll get him for sure with this. This time, I swear, Father will have to listen to me when he finds out that his son is a dirty pictures looker, a no-good sleaze, peeping on these drawings. He'll finally be able to see Russell for the slouch he truly is, and finally recognize his only good child. Me. Well, to know what exactly I'm trying to get that damnable sleaze Russell in trouble for, I have to know what I'm working with, right? I think they say that possession is 9/10 of the law alone, but I have to make sure that what I'm trying to persecute him with is actually persecutable. That's a word, right? The ability to be I mean, the corporations, the big ones, don't arrest on the first offense, right? Like, when you get caught shoplifting. They don't stop you right away because if you rack up a big enough bill, they can turn a misdemeanor into a felony. That's it. That's what I mean. A single incriminating image is a misdemeanor. It was only until I read the book that I found that it's page to page filled with felonies. Kissing, touching, all that blushing, even close contact, like this kind of close contact. And what's more, it's two girls. I realize now how that sounds now that I say it out loud with the degrees of Yeah, let me try to explain myself. I have no problem with... I mean, like, love is love, of course. I'm familiar with the notion. I've read Carmilla, but... I don't know. It's different in a book. Everything's left to my imagination, or I skim whatever I'm not interested in, and truth of the matter is, I was far more interested in the vampire angle of Carmilla than, But this! It just lays it all out in the open! The touching, the kissing, the blushing, all the feelings! The intense periods of wanting to have and having, and it's all so sweet. It should be dirty, but it's sweet. These girls like each other before they love each other. And they do everything they do because they love each other. And it's all so sweet in ways that I feel like I never read about in books about men and women. Listen to me. I sound ridiculous. Rambling about a picture book like this. It might as well be the reading equivalent of junk food television for the literate, but there's something about the way they look at each other and the way they talk to each other. Maybe it's because of the way that one girl is designed to be so strange and so stilted next to this genuine beauty, but is still regarded as beautiful. Or the way that the beauty wants to help the strange one achieve her dreams any way she can, because seeing her happy is akin to experiencing her own kind of happiness. Maybe it's because of how slow they take it. How they both clearly want more, but they're teeming with too much concern and love for the other person to ever consider pushing them out of fear they could pull away, but it makes me wish. It makes me wish I could be just like them. It makes me wish that I liked girls. And that girls liked me. You know? I mean, if I could, if we could be just like these girls in the comics. I mean, see? You're the tall beauty always saying stuff like, I have no idea what would be creepy about someone who's trying their hardest at doing something when I work myself up into my tailspins and, well, I feel like I can't help but be the strange, stilted girl who writes you into all my stories because everywhere I look, I can't help but be reminded of... But, yeah, I wish I could like girls. I mean, I don't understand why you're not supposed to begin with. I mean, girls, right? Girls! I feel like it's just easier to like girls, honestly. Like, I could say all the generic things, like, they have pretty hair, and they smell nice, and they dress well, but I mean, look at me. I think it can even be kind of cute sometimes when a girl's hair is messy, or if they smell bad, or dress in big hoodies or something. I think that's why I can't like girls, honestly. A lack of distinction. I mean, not every guy likes every girl, so what does it mean for a girl to like every woman? Doesn't it reek of, like, desperation? Or, like, I mean, you can't like everyone, can you? I mean, imagine being a girl who likes girls, liking literally every other girl. It sounds exhausting. I don't know how you do it. It sounds like an ungodly level of taxing. But it must be all worth it. All love is, but a love that you have to fight against the world to have, that must be something special. I once heard a poem that I think describes the envy I feel all too well. The pear is jealous of the rose because she hears of all your woes, but she never gets a chance to taste your pleasure. And though she's luscious to the taste, she's always eaten in great haste, where the autumn winds that blow steal all her treasure. I don't know if I'm expressing myself exactly right, but you see it, don't you? You must. Maybe you're the rose, and maybe I'm jealous that no matter how often I hear of your misfortune or, attend to you, I I never get to engage in your greatest delights because the little I do get to experience of you is dashed away before I even know it. I wish I could be close to you like that. Closer than ever. Close in everything, as close as two souls can truly get before they were considered one and ripped apart from each other for fear of who they could be if they weren't a whole. I wish I liked girls. I wish I could like girls so bad, but you can't just, like, decide that you like girls, right? Right?